Keep the change.
Yo, this is the Michael vs. Marvel's podcast, the most emotional roller coaster podcast out. This is episode 173, Sorrows. I'm your host, Michael Marvelous, however you want to put it. Yeah, man, I'm finally putting a video out because I haven't put a video out in a while. I was like, yo, I need to put these videos out, but I'm, back in Vegas. So I've just been setting up what you see behind me and just getting the studio set up and just getting back in the groove of getting back on the camera. I should say nothing wrong with me. Hair's been cut. I got a couple, like I said, like I always say in every video, I have a bunch of content. I have a bunch of stuff that's on deck that I could put out at any time, but I have to feel like it's the right thing to do. And if I don't feel like it's the right thing to do, I won't put the content out. So like I said, setting up the room, more content, which we all know the brand, like as far as I always got to do with my brand talk, I have the Broken Heart Clubs. We still have the Michael vs. Marvelous podcast merch, the LOFM brand. We still have all that stuff. But the Broken Heart Club's just my baby. I'm just waiting to get my machine so I can start pumping out the shirts and sending them out myself. I don't want to go through no one. I don't want no one to be getting money and holding up the money for me. I want to be able to keep all money in. You know what I'm saying? Like the GOAT said back down that book, the Nipsey Hussle book. I just want to keep all money in. I ain't trying to like have nobody chop me down and I don't get what I think my merch is worth. So yeah, more YouTube videos like I've been said before, more Twitch, starting to set up the Twitch and start the gaming and the live podcast. So like y'all seeing now, a lot of podcasts will be live streamed and to be going straight to Twitch and Facebook and all that good stuff because that's what I'm in the works of doing. Like, what else I got going on? Man, it's been a while since I showed my face, so it's kind of, if I had the camera off, it'd be easy. But doing a quiet storm, like for all those who look the old schools that's been down with me from the jump, know that I had a radio station, Grown and Sexy Fridays, where I play all type of old school music. Then I have some that I do Flashback Fridays, where I play a lot of old school. So I'm going back into that realm of playing old school music and getting back having fun with that. So it's Quiet Storm Fridays are coming. Our Saturdays, I got a co-host for that. So we working out things on that. But yeah, I'm just getting back in the groove of things. Y'all see, shout out to my bro Freddie getting me right. You see the little razzle dazzle. I'm back feeling like I'm like on my 2016, 17 Marv when I was in Vegas running wild. If you know, you know. The only thing that's missing from this cut is that swoops. Once that curve comes out, you talking about Drake with the Certified Lover Boy, yo. Hide your wives, hide your girls, hide everybody because it's going down. But yeah, so I want to touch on Sorrow because a lot of people have been hitting me up and I've been doing, since I've been happy and been back in my podcast, but not what we call it potty. I've been back in my bag where I've been back having fun. So I'm taking it back old school and not forgetting my people who reach out to me, reading the emails back, showing the emails, even if it's X-rated. You know what I'm saying? I'm back to the headphones on, microphone on, sexy voice activated, like what it do. All that's coming back. I just had to put it on a little hold a little bit because I had some things that was going on. Now your boy is back. Flex on them. I'm back, baby. Yeah, so I'm reading the emails and I was, May is mental health awareness and it's all about breaking the stigma. And I always want to tell me, from a person who suffered from depression, who have mental health issues, that you're not alone. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to let people know what's going on. With me, I learned how to see my therapist. And my goal now is to make sure that I help every person of color, especially the Black, the African American community, because it's so taboo for us to express what we going. And I'm not going to get too deep into it because I have a lot of podcasts that, if you're new to the podcast, they're all in the description below. Excuse me. There's a lot we could touch on where I touch on that. But yeah, so break the stigma. Talk to people if you have any suicidal thoughts, if you having any irregular thoughts where you don't feel the same. Reach out and see somebody. Don't be afraid. Don't let nobody judge you. Don't let no one make you feel bad about what you're doing, like what you're going through. I'm sorry. Tell everybody. That's my goal. And so with that is sorrow. And people was like, yo, you should touch on this. And at first I was like, nah, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. And then someone was like, yo, you know it is May Mental Health Awareness Month. I said, that's true. So it's like, so you should touch on it. And why would you not touch on it when you suffer from depression? I was like, you got it. So we're here. What is sorrow? You know, I got my little, I wrote it out, y'all. Y'all should be proud of me. I wrote it out. I literally wrote out the whole podcast, but y'all know I can't stay on task. I like to do things my work. So what is sorrow? Sorrow is a feeling of sentiment, sorrow, more intense than sadness. It's a long-term state, which, as I'm going to talk about some things because people have reached out to me. So I'm going, we read emails today. So which leads to sorrow, a particular air of dignity, moreover, a term of attitude. So on the behalf of sadness, so basically sorrow it's a sadness. It's not like, so it's like sorrow is feeling emotional, feeling sentimental, or sorrow, like you feel bad for something. It's like the way something happened, like a breakup. Let's talk about a breakup. Like, oh, I feel sorrow for that breakup. That breakup didn't go the way I wanted it to go. It went bad. I don't been in a lot of it. So one of my bros hit me up. He's like, yo, Michael, have you ever felt sorrow before? If so, can you shed some light on it? Because I feel bad and I need your vibes, bro. Yes, I have felt sorrow. 2016, 2017, when I was a madman, my sorrow caused me to hurt women and be evil. And not say like I was like disrespectful and like a rude person, a mean person. It's the saying, hurt people. I was fresh out of a breakup. I had a lot of sorrow, I had a lot of hurt, had a lot of sadness. So what I did is also was a rage and alcohol. I just took women on a course that they didn't deserve to be on. I treated some women like crap. Women cry to get into my world, and I never let them get in. And if I did let them get in, I'll push them out right away. I was just the worst because that sorrow, man. It was long term, man. It was like I was feeling like hurt. I wanted everybody to feel my pain. I wasn't getting the help. I mean, I just had started seeing my therapist, so it was, it was all tying into. Before that, I was just a wreck. So yeah, I felt sorrow, man. I felt sorrow with losing family members, man. I felt sorrow a lot, man. It's like you feel sorrow in different ways, and down and through this podcast, I'm gonna touch on some things, and I ain't gonna keep it up for too long. I promise you, I'm not. I know y'all got other things to do, but if it leads to that, me doing a lot of talking, well, so be it. Excuse me. So when I said I used to hurt women, it was just like looking at old text messages, in my old phone, old email. Excuse me. How I was to these women wasn't cool, man. It was messed up. It was mad, but I have apologized. I've hopefully that they have forgave me. Some I probably think probably would never forgive me. Probably still have a lot of anger towards me. Probably still mad at me. But I was a lost person. I was experiencing sorrow. So with that sorrow, that feeling, that emotional, and that it was long term. My sorrow was a little long term because the breakup. Would I say that I'm like that now? I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think I'm hurt from anything from my past. So when people try to bring that up, I'd be like, nah, I'm over that situation because that happened so long. It's just things that I have to work on. And so I'm a work in progress, and that's neither here nor there. We're talking about sorrow. Let's stay on task, young fella. So how to get over sorrow, and mind you, these are my tips, FYI. Don't jump on me, because if they don't work for you, I'm sorry. There are my tips and things that I did to help me get over my sorrow and to get over my grief and all that. Like, so please don't come at me with the, man, you ain't doing it right. You giving us bad advice and all that. So, like I said, it's my tips. So what I did, I accept the grief. I accepted the grief. I accepted the sorrow. I understood that certain things will trigger me to act out. Certain things will trigger some hurt things and make me act a certain way to these women. That's when I start to accept my grief. I start to be like, yo, I accept this. This is what I been through. It's gonna get better. And then for two, I understood that I had to give myself the process to grieve and to feel that pain. So the stuff that I was still upset about that hurt me, that I was taking out on other women, I learned how to understand, like, yo, Mike, what you doing is you not allowing yourself to accept it. So once I started to accept, like, yo, I went through this for a reason. I'm not the only person in the world that went through this pain. So now I knew how to not be so mean and not be so of an asshole to women because of my sorrow. I know how to understand, because I'm starting to know. I seeked out face-to-face support, aka my therapist, and from people that I care about, that people that I know care about me, that's gonna tell me when I'm wrong, that's gonna tell me not tell me what I want to hear just because they love me and they care about me. Nah, that's not what I do when I do those type of things. I go to people that's gonna be straight up, tell me the truth, like, yo, what you doing was messed up. You need to get it together. I supported myself by taking care of myself physically and mentally. Start giving myself talks and start telling myself that it's gonna get better and that I don't need to spend so much time on the sorrow or too much on what happened, and that I need to make sure that I'm getting myself mentally right and not dwelling on it so much that it does affect me. And 5, I just recognize the tie tongue. I recognize the differences between grief and depression. Grief is something that I went through, that I either lost a family member or lost a significant other, that I have to focus on the grief. Depression is another thing, because you can have sorrow and still get up and go to work and do everything normal. Depression is when you don't want to get out the bed, you don't want to do nothing, you want to just stay in the bed all day and just rot away. See, those things are completely different. That's why I had to tell myself, because when I was going through the grief, I was saying, oh, it's my depression. No, I'm grieving, but I still was getting up for going to work. I still was doing the same thing. I was still turning on it, doing these radio shows, still doing it, still teaching. I'm still doing everything. Now, when depression, that's for a different story here and there, is when I didn't want to do nothing, no teaching, no nothing. I just want to stay in the house. So those are my tips. You see what I'm saying? Like, those are things that I worked on, that it's not for everybody. And that's why I said FI. These are my tips. And like I said, man, I ain't keeping you up for too long, man. It's the weekend. I know a lot of y'all got something to do. I just want to drop this podcast and show my face. I think I was just more excited to show love to the people that support me, that's been there from the jump, that just love to see me be great, man. That's what it's all about to me. Like, that's literally who I do it for, is the people that support me. Without y'all, it wouldn't be no Michael versus Marvelous. It wouldn't be none of this. Because, if I don't have nobody support me, what the hell am I doing? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm very appreciative of the people that support me, that been like, yo, hey, man, like, listen, we know you grown, we know you stubborn, but we need some of them videos, and we need them ASAP. You need to drop some videos like ASAP. And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm feeling real marvelous right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling real marvelous. I'm feeling real good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why not do it? You know what I'm saying? So I'm back reading my emails. These emails is pretty interesting, because I got my bro, I got my closest friends, Tara. I got a lot of people, man, who really love and support me, and been with me for every step of the way of this process, and that can see the happiness in that I'm having fun again. And that is not being that I'm forcing myself to be like, oh yeah, I'm having so much fun. Woo! Raise the roof. Like, they seeing it because the last couple of episodes that I've been doing, they can just see it. So, yo, what's up, big bro? I'm checking in with you. I can hear the happiness in your voice when you're back potting. So proud of you, love, bro, Tyshawn. Love you, bro. That's true. Yeah, just it's when you're in a situation where you're happy and you're having fun, everything else flows organically. That I'm not like, I don't have to force myself like I once was doing before. Like, oh, I'm really, really happy, but I was happy, but I wasn't fully happy. That the content, when I would go back and listen to some, I'm like, yeah, I ain't really enjoy doing that. Now doing a podcast, I've been dropping these podcasts, and I just been like, yo, this shit is special. I'm speaking my mind. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care when the emails come through and people, hey, I didn't like this. Hey, you don't have to listen. I appreciate you reaching out, but you don't have to listen to what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my brand. I'm not up here disrespecting people. Yes, when you do a solo podcast, yes, sometimes that happens. You may say something that people don't like because it's you doing it yourself. But here's what it is. So appreciate you, bro. Headphones on, sexy voice activated. We know the West. I just want to say thank you for being open and honest. You are one of my favorite podcast hosts ever. Don't gas me up. I like that. Don't gas me up now. It's a whole lot of other people that's in the podcast game that could be a little bit better than me, but I appreciate it. So back to reading the email. Okay, thank you for being open and honest with you. Are one of my favorite podcasts. I ain't gas you up. You have helped me and my girl work out a lot of our problems. We love when we see the Michael versus Marvelous pop up on our iPhone. We'd be like so geeked up to hear it. I know when you read this, you'll probably cry. We love you. We can't wait to be on a podcast. Ashley Portland, you the GOAT. Yeah. I ain't gonna cry. But it's those things. Oh man. I'm sorry. It's one of them things where people don't understand is that I do it for the people like that. It's like Ashley. I'm helping her and her girl. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm reaching nobody, that I'm not helping nobody. I used to beat myself up so much, like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? Excuse my language. Like, what am I really even doing? But I've saved a lot of people, and a lot of people have saved me by these stories. You know, I have went away from ignoring these people in their emails because I'm like, man, I don't got time for that. I want to just get straight to the point of what I want to do in a podcast and keep it moving. But those people still email me, and never once do they get mad. Like, yo, bro, we emailed you. You didn't even shout us out. Because they know. But now when you in a good place and they can hear the happiness in your voice and they can see that you're having fun and just know that you're having fun, that means everything to me. Like, these people love me and I love them. That's who I do it for. Like I said all the time. I do it for y'all who support me. If it was about me, if I was just doing it for myself, I mean, it'd be completely different. You know, I probably only did like 6-7 podcasts. You feel what I'm saying? But it's the people that's been sticking with me that light that fire under my ass to keep doing this and to keep pushing. It's the people like my bro. It's the people like Ashley. It's the people like my bro Tay, my bro Rob. It's people like that's been there every step of the way. Like, yo, keep going, bro. Keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? The Benjis, the Sarahs. I could go on and on. You know. Like I said, I ain't gonna cry, but appreciate it, Ashley. The GOAT. I ain't a GOAT. I mean, but I do got 173 episodes. with only 2 guests ever appearing on my podcast, and I've been pretty damn good. You feel what I'm saying? I've been pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get all up here. Let's not put it up here. And I've been pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing my thing. The GOAT, best podcast ever. Oh, is that right? The last podcast I listened to, I enjoy hearing the happiness throughout the whole podcast. You finally got away from people that was bringing you down, that I feel like that was messing with the content that you was dropping. Because when you would drop stuff, I can understand that someone will say something to you that you will start to water down the content. You'll water it down. And you remember your grandma always told you is to be different. It's to not think about what no one else says. If she's not mad and she's your grandma, you shouldn't care what nobody else think. And that's true. So like that was so true, that it was people that was around, I felt like before, that was making life hard for me. Whenever I would say something, they would feel some type of way. They would say something, they would do this and that. It was the funness was going away. And when I got away from them people and got away from being affiliating myself with people that was bringing me down, shit got better. Like, I got away from a lot of people and things that was weighing me down. And Tara, being one of the people that know me very, very close, knew my story, knew what I was going through, because I would tell her. So to see that people that know me can see the happiness and want to reach out to me, want to make sure that I'm being great. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. It's all about that. And yeah. Love you, Tara. Thank you. Hope you, the boys, and the husband doing good. And hey, handsome. Want to say the podcast been litty titty in your voice. Say that. Say that. Say that. Let's go. Litty titty, baby. We here. They don't remember that because they wasn't outside with them Grown and Sexy Fridays, because they wasn't. They was not outside when we was doing Grown and Sexy. This is the email, y'all, that just get me pumped up, that just make the boy want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't outside, they wasn't litty titty, baby. You feel what I'm saying? This email already getting to the nitty gritty, baby. They wasn't outside. They wasn't outside. Those were some good times. You better believe it. You have been the same since 2017 on the radio. You facts. I've been the same. I ain't perfect, but I've been the same since I first started that radio show. When it started off at the Love Shack, then it went to Grown and Sexy. Then I had a co-host. Then I kicked him off. Then I did my thing. Then I got this great opportunity. Then I left the radio, and I've been doing this. So she knows. This is a fan. I know this is. This is Ruby. We know what the deal is, baby. I love it. You know the vibes. I've been saying it since 2017. You know the vibes. This is right here. Mike, you have a gift when it comes to this podcast shit. Some hate you because you are comfortable in your own skin and you speak your truth and you don't care what anybody thinks. You still do you. Let's go, Ruby. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. I ain't gonna cry. I promise I ain't gonna cry. But I'm real emotional. I was in the studio when you was working. I used to be like, damn, he make this look easy. Because she used to be on the show. She used to come in and guest on the show. So she knows. She know how to kick it down. Pull out the whiteboard, write out the show, and move around and leave us with like, yo, what is this? It's only 20 minutes of work. We about to talk for 3 hours. Hey, yo, what is this? Flex on them, baby. You feel me? Man, like, I make it look easy. I'm not even trying to. This is her words. This is Ruby, my ninja. She think I'm handsome. I mean, I think I am too. But this is my peoples. They've been in the studio with me. This is no cap. Like when I tell y'all, when I print this stuff off, I print this stuff off because I want to stay on task. Because I could just keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. But these is people that see me do this work. Like when I did the podcast with Amber, I did the podcast with Janelle. They see me work. I remember I did the podcast live in Portland. My bro was getting his hair done. I went downstairs in the basement, dropped the podcast, came back upstairs, and I was like, it was nothing. And I dropped it. I said it'd be dropping tonight. He's like, huh? I did the podcast dropping tonight. I just did it. Like, went downstairs. You know, like, yeah, this is people that see it. Wow, 172 episodes all by yourself, but 2. You crush it. Like, these my peoples that been rocking with me from day one. Like, it gets no better than this. Like, this is why I gotta start back reading the emails. This is why. This is the reason why I have to read the emails. Because people showing me love. Yes, sometimes the emails get a little bit naughty. You know, get a little bit naughty. But I'm a grown man. I know how to handle that. But when Ruby, the Terras, the Tyshans, the Ashleys, when they send me, they show me love. This is why I can't stop. This is why the content is legit. This is why the content is popping. Because they love it. They love it. And I love them. And I love y'all who support me. All y'all who support me is the reason why I keep doing this. And I ain't gonna stop. Man, you know. But it's free, you know, we get to the end of the podcast, you know, it's always free love time. Gotta give love to the people that I love and I support. Shout out to Trust Your Glam on Instagram. Bella Eyebrows, you know, I don't need that because I got the eyebrows, but it's Bella_Brows. BROWS. regularmom007.com. Shout out to my sis and my bro. They just had a baby. Congratulations on the bud on joy. When I touch down, I'm gonna shower him with hugs and kisses, and he got some stuff for him because you know you gotta be fly like Uncle Marv. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a razzle dazzle gear. Who else is? I don't know who that is. ShopElZoro.com. VaultedCosmetics.com, photogenicsmm.com. Make sure y'all go show her love. You know, the pandemic is moving around. Now, a lot of people want to take pictures out of weddings. Make sure you guys go show her love. That's my people. Solid Clothing, Wash Life Clothing, Honey Milk Complexions. Those cakes are fire as Ev. Her banana pudding is next level. The cakes is off the chains. Make sure y'all do that. I'll put all the description in the link below. If you're in Vegas and you want some of those good old tacos where you dip, I don't know how to say the name, but go shout at my bro. Think, Pickle Me Think, Chef B on Instagram. The food is fire, based out of Las Vegas. Get the food to you. The food is hot. Y'all already see the new fade, but probably in a couple of weeks, you're going to see the blonde that's coming back. And my bro who got his own, he do hair. Indie Boy IG is indie_boy_BOI. He's dope, ladies and men. If you want to get your hair done and you coming to Las Vegas, go hit us in Instagram up. Holla, don't ask for no bills. Make sure you got your COVID test. You know you took a COVID test. You ain't coming flying from Cincinnati and all these towns bringing that bullshit to Las Vegas. Make sure you good and go holler at him, man. You know. Like I said, man, there's more people that I want to show love to. There's more people that I'm going to show love to. They just got to reach out to me. I'm going to make sure I make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel marvelous by the way. I'm having fun. A sad podcast. I made it not so sad. But like I said, if you know anybody that's suffering from depression, mental health issues, make sure you help them out. And I'm going to put the suicide prevention lifeline in the description so y'all can go see it. I might have it pop up on the screen. Y'all know how to do it. But make sure anybody you know that's suffering and that's not been themselves, make sure you let them know you love them. Let them know you're there for them. You care about them. Please don't make fun of them. And don't make them feel like they can't come to you when they need help. And like I said, man, I love all y'all. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all.